How to fix leaks in your car. This truck's got two small leaks. One is over here somewhere. Just get a drip inside when it rains. I think it's leaking through this light cover. I did seal it before, but the caulking's all cracked now. So that could be where the leak is coming from. The other leak is down there in the front of the truck. I'm going to pour some water on the roof to try to get the leak to come so you can see it. Carefully pull back this stuff here over the roof. It's very slow. See that drip right there? This is where the leak is. More than likely it's that rubber strip that runs across up there where the windshield is. There's another drip. Let me see if the back's leaking. I forgot. I know somewhere around here, I think actually it might be in the window. It builds up here and then it drips. It's not real bad, but should still fix it. Since the leak over here is so tricky, I'm going to open this up and take a look inside. Since I put caulking here, I gotta pry it off. Look down in here, there's a pretty good little channel in here where water can sit if it gets around this. So I suspect that's probably where the leak is coming from. Pour some water in here to that little channel. See how it collects in there? I'm gonna go inside the truck and see if it's leaking in that spot. I'm surprised I don't see any leaks inside. This water is definitely moving somewhere though. See it dripping down there. It's coming out through there. I guess Ford designed some kind of like a gutter system in here for the water to drain out. Because this up here doesn't have a seal unless you put something yourself. So this, I'm going to go ahead and redo it. Right here the fiberglass is cracked. I'm going to fill that into some silicone. First, clean off any old silicone or caulking or whatever you got on here before you put the new stuff. After you get it cleaned up, put a coat of silicone down and put it here, especially up here, right about, well, maybe even here because water can run down like this. So you want to go all the way around here, all the way across, and then over here too, and then fill in this crack right here. It's going to put a layer of it around here and then carefully put the light fixture back on. Now once that's on, if you need any more silicone, you can fill it in even more. Carefully put the light fixture back in. Don't tighten the screws all the way though, because you're going to put more silicone in there. So that when it tightens up all the way, it'll squish against the silicone, forming a seal. As you can see here, there's a gap. Run your finger across to push the silicone in there. Need some more over here. This isn't about being pretty. This is an old truck anyways, just to keep the water out. Keep this old truck running as long as possible. Because you want all your lights to work, not just the engine. Use your finger to press it in. Or if you have a caulking gun, you can put the silicone in that. Get a tube of silicone. So that's pretty much done now. Go ahead and tighten up the screws the rest of the way. Not too tight because it's plastic. If you're not sure, put the setting on your drill on really low torque. So that way you don't strip it out. Or crack the plastic from over tightening. That should do it. Now this crack here, fill this in. Nothing special, just run the silicone like that. Press it in with your fingers to get rid of some of the excess. It actually makes this fiberglass look darker, like there's a clear coat on it, which is kind of cool. That's it for that repair. Then we'll go to the front of the truck and look at that. If you can, use a ladder, or you can carefully crawl up on the roof. But be careful because see how it's moving the camera? The steel's very thin and it's flimsy. Before you can put the silicone, you have to clean up this strip a little bit. See how nasty that is? Basically just going to run silicone all the way across this strip on the roof to keep any water from getting in there. Even though it looks like it was originally designed for water to be able to go in there, it's starting to leak inside the truck, so we got to fix that. Because we don't want to get any mold or mildew in the truck, because that's nasty. And yes, this is a sock. I use old socks for rags. Get another sock and try to wipe away this black crap. Especially in there. In that gap, this stupid design that Ford did in the 90s, the water runs right in there. I guess they have like a gutter system or something and it runs and goes somewhere. But it doesn't work very well. So when I put the water in here to test for the leak, I put a bunch of water in here, ran in there, and went somewhere. And then I ran water here. It was kind of leaking over here, which leads me to believe that the leak might be getting in through here, but it could be from that traveling around too. I don't know exactly. So what I might do is I'll silicone this here, and then I'll wait before I fill that in because water's going to get trapped there if I do. But if it's still leaking there, I'll have to do that. Get it cleaned up best you can. And this is the same thing. Get the silicone. Bye-bye screwdriver. Get the silicone. And just stick it in there like this. Go all the way across the roof. And just come back after and push it in with your finger. Shouldn't have to worry about down here. on the windshield, because the way it's designed, the water should just run right down the windshield. It shouldn't be able to get inside of there. Go all the way across the windshield. Could even do here, I guess, too. I'll do this on the other side too. Then push it in with your finger. Don't press too hard because you want to make sure it seals the gap. You have to press it because it's not always going to fill in the gaps when you squirt it in from the caulking gun or the little tube like I got here. It just doesn't happen that way. You have to check. You have to double check it. That's pretty much it. So you just do that and then look here for 24 hours, and then you can throw some more water on it and see if it's still leaking in those spots. If it is, then you just do what I said. You look at it again in any areas where it looks like water could be getting in, like there, and that little channel thing here. Then just seal it up with the silicone, and then you should be good to go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification bell, and if you have any suggestions for future videos, leave a comment.